Hello everybody, Iain Robson here. Welcome back to Euro Truck Simulator 2. Alright, so today we're doing another World of Trucks or external contract, and we have this contract pending right here. So we just synchronized with World of Trucks, and we're going from Linz, where we are right now actually, to Stuttgart. And we are taking big bags of seeds apparently. So let's go ahead and begin the delivery. It's pretty cool. Interestingly enough, actually, I was reading through the blog or the SES blog, and they were actually saying that so many people were interested in doing, the World of Truck external contracts that they actually had a server overload, believe it or not. Very nice. Let's go ahead and get a screenshot of that before we even begin, just before I forget. There we go. I do love this truck. I actually saw a couple other trucks I could have actually used, but I just can't bring myself to change out of this one for some reason. Alright, let's go ahead and fire this guy up. There we go. Perfect. Alright, so here we are. We are in Linz at the moment. And which way is the exit? I think it's left. Let's just take a guess and just assume it's left and then go from there. Ooh, look at this place. Very industrial. Wow. I don't remember seeing that. Alright, let's bring up the mirror because we're going to need that. Alright, so, yeah, they actually had there were so many people who wanted to do the external contracts that they actually had to like beef up their servers a little bit, which is kind of interesting when you think about it. Because I guess they just... it's one of those things that they never expected. They're like, it's the same thing as before. Like, why would people want to do the external contracts versus the regular ones? But people did. So here we are. Well, I'm doing it. This is my second, or no, more than my second one now. I've done quite a few. I've done like 4 or 5 of them now, I think. I don't know. I think they're kind of. It's a neat little idea because you do. It's like doing a quick job, and you can kind of explore the map a little bit. Instead of having to drive all over the place. And the neat thing is, like, if you want to go to a specific area, you can easily do that with it, basically. Let's drop that down. There we go. You can do it fairly easily, which is kind of cool. So, like, if you want to go visit... oh, car, are you going to be safe there? Barely. Barely. Yikes. Anyways, yeah, I think it's kind of a neat little idea, and I'm happy it's taking off a little bit actually, because hopefully they put some more effort into it in the future, and then we can see some other possibilities with this. Let's put the lights on here. I don't think we have to worry about. No, it's 8:50. Good. I thought the time might have reset there for a second, but no, we're okay. The one thing I don't like about the GPS on this particular truck is that it doesn't. It's hard to see what the actual speed is. What it says it's supposed to be, at least. Let's just cruise at 65, just a little bit slower, because some of these roads are a little windy. Yeah, so I hope they incorporate a little bit more, maybe into American Truck Simulator, which has been announced. The release date has been announced. Everybody is so pumped about that. February 3rd is the date they've announced right now. February 3rd, 2016. That is going to be a day, a lot of fun. A lot of people. I was watching Squirrel stream the other day for a bit there, and he was saying he's probably going to stream all day. All day. Don't know if I could handle streaming all day. I did like 4 hours the other day, and I was like, ugh. And by I mean my voice was like, that's enough. Try not to do that too much, okay? But alright. Let's slow down here a little bit. But that's going to be pretty awesome, I think. When that finally all happens, basically. Looks like we're safe. There's no trucks, no cars. No cars would be coming from that side anyways. There we go. Yeah, but it's going to be really cool. We don't know... all we know is that it incorporates California. Or California, as some people put it. Whoa, car, come on. Yield. Jeez. And it incorporates California, which is kind of cool. And that's as far as we know. That's the only place it's incorporating, which is fine, because got to start somewhere, right? Can't all be in the same place right from the start. All right, that car's gonna need to lessen its lane. There we go. And let's cruise at 90 kph. Yeah, the other day we did a Euro Truck multiplayer stream, which was a lot of fun. We had Bob on there, we had Will, we had Willem for a bit. Lots of different people. It was a lot of fun, actually. It was one of the very few times we actually got a good convoy going on. I think there was like 4 of us all together. So, it was good times. I think we did, how many jobs did we do in the end? We did, I think just 2 jobs all together. Like I did one job and it was like the longest job ever. It was like 1,200 kilometers, something like that. And then Bob joined in, and eventually, and we got to do a couple trips together. So it was a lot of fun, actually. So it's good times. Yep. So February 3rd is the day for American Truck Simulator. That's going to be a good day. The game only incorporates California for the time being. The other big thing that people are curious about is how much is it actually going to cost. Because as far as we know right now, we don't know the price. Now, as far as I heard on the stream the other day, on Squirrel's stream, he was saying that it was going to be, some people were saying $15 on Amazon is the price, but that is like a box price, and you get it after the actual digital release, so it's a bit weird. But it will be a day you can actually get. It will be the time when you can actually get it, so we'll see what happens there. But some people were suggesting that it may be too expensive. Like, remember, it's the base game, right? So there's going to be DLC for it. There's going to be mods for it as well, for example. So people have to keep that in mind, because it's not just that one thing. It's going to be more than just that one thing. So, but a lot of people forget that easily, right? But I don't know. I'm excited for it. I think most people would pay for it regardless of what the price was. It's like, as long as it wasn't $80. Like, I wouldn't expect it to be $80, but it's possible still. Like, games coming out these days, brand new games like Fallout 4, for example, was $80. What was the other one? Was $80? There was Fallout 4. Elite Dangerous was $80 as well. Slow down here a little bit. That truck's not going to go the speed we want to go at. Yeah, so lots of new games are coming out, or $80 Canadian, I mean, of course. I'm not sure what it relates to in American, but I'm sure you can do the math for yourself if you want to know. I don't know, I can never remember what it is. I think, let me see, an extra 25%. So if it's 80 Canadian, it would be like 60, 65 American, I think, roughly is what it would be. Something in that range. Let's get out of this lane. Oh, those are speed cameras. Yeah, that's right. We didn't get a ticket for that. That's how I roll. Yeah, so we'll be curious to see how much they actually price it at. Now, they may have 2 tiers of pricing, as well. Some people were suggesting. So you have like a high tier and a low tier. High tier would include, like, you pay like $80 for the game, but you get the first DLC free without having to purchase the DLC. Whereas if you get the lower tier, you get the game at a cheaper price, but you don't get the first DLC free. So some people were suggesting that. And this is all coming from like Squirrel Stream the other day. This is what people were suggesting. So it's only rumors at the moment, but I suppose we will see an actual price for it soon. And that'll be interesting to see what that price actually ends up being, because I don't know. But I'm sure a lot of you pick it up anyways. I know I'm going to. If it was $50, I'd probably still pick it up, because the amount of, like, the way I tend to price out buying a game or not is how many hours am I going to play the game for. So it's like every hour for every dollar, basically. And given the fact of how many hours I put in Euro Truck 2, even if it was $80, it'd be worth it, because of the number of hours. And, you know, SES is a good company, and we want to... Whoa, that car came out of nowhere. Let me in. Jeez. And SES is a good company. They've made... Like, this game's been around for I don't know how long now, and it's still fantastic, so... I can only assume American Truck Sim is going to be equally fantastic. Now, one of the things that I haven't considered yet, actually, and I'm sure some other people haven't considered yet, is how are the graphics going to be in comparison to this game? Like, I mean, in terms of requirements, because there may be some higher requirements for that game than there is for this one. This guy's not going very fast here. So, that's something to consider as well, right? So, we may have a situation where people may have to replace video cards or drop down settings and whatnot, so it's entirely possible. Let's get over to this lane here. No one's in the lane. So, I don't know. Sure, now you come into this lane. Jeez. That car, you should see me indicating. Come on, I was indicating for like ever. Jeez. I guess I'm not sure if the AI can actually know whether you're indicating or not. I guess not. One day it'll happen. It's funny, even if you play in the multiplayer server, some people don't play very nice. So, we'll see. Alright, so we have another 261 kilometers to go. It's been a pretty quick journey, actually. I've been cruising at a good speed. This has been a good little run, actually, so far. Hopefully, it stays on the highway like this. This is my preferred style of driving, especially with this truck, actually. Maybe it's not as picturesque, perhaps, but it's not too bad. Got some fields over there. Not sure what they are, though. We can stay in this lane good. It's funny, if you ever drive on the 401 in Canada, you'll see stuff like this where there's like, it goes into 3 lanes for a little bit and then one of the lane exits. And if you've never driven on the 401, or like a multi-lane highway, I'll call it, because that's what the 401 is, a multi-lane highway, you will definitely be able to relate to some of the difficulties of getting on and off ramp. Like this traffic's nothing. On the 401, especially when you get close to Toronto, which is like the major city in Canada, or in Ontario even, this, during rush hour specifically, this highway would be packed. You would not be able to drive at 90 kilometers an hour this easily. You would have like cars and trucks everywhere. Like this is like a really good day of driving on the 401. But as soon as you get close to Toronto, boom, it gets nuts there. 1 second, coffee break before we go on this off ramp. Man, I love coffee. It's funny, I'm trying to encourage myself to decrease the amount of coffee I drink, and it's been kind of interesting. I think this is a 40. I believe it's a 40. Yeah. For some reason, I'm actually remembering the speeds of the off ramp. Let's drop it down one more. Something you should remember in general, but I've been playing a little bit of Euro Truck lately. Let's just say that. I've been playing for a long time now, but I just never noticed some of the speeds for whatever reason. So, all right, there we go. Whoops, that would have blown the engine. Sheesh. Got to hit. It's funny. I don't know. Maybe it's because I think they changed the clutch access a little bit in the latest update of Euro Truck, or how it works at least. Or that's how it feels at least, because there's been more than once where. Ooh, look at those trees. There's been more than once actually where. There's been more than once where. Sorry, I just want to look around there. But there's been more than once where it seems like the clutch has been changed just a slightly little bit. And maybe I'm just not pushing the clutch down enough. And like with the G27 wheel and pedal setup, what you got to do is like basically it's like you have to depress the clutch 100%. So like it touches the edge and then put it into gear. It feels like, because if you don't do that, then it won't work properly. But it never for whatever reason didn't seem like it was always like that. Maybe it's because I've been playing other games. I don't know if that's the reason. It could be, but I just happened to notice it in this latest patch for whatever reason. Maybe it's because I just thought I've been playing more. Who knows? Who knows? But I do like the external contracts. They are a cool little feature. I should put a link in the description with my World of Trucks profile, so you can see how many jobs I've completed. Interestingly enough, what they should do is they should I don't know if it's possible or not, but they should indicate whether there's any infractions committed while they were driving. I think that would be really neat. But they haven't done that yet. They just show you how many tons you've hauled, the distance you've hauled, and what your rig looks like, basically. No, that's just regular World of Trucks profile stuff. But that's what they have so far, just the normal, just some simple stuff. But it would be cool if you could see the number of infractions, like crashes, for example, speeding tickets, stuff like that. So people could compare like how good a driver they were to other people. I think that would be a neat little functionality. Yeah, if you'd like to see my World of Trucks profile, just leave a comment below, and I'll put it in the. If I don't remember to put the link in the description, just remind me. Really, car? You're gonna come into my lane and then slow down? Jeez. So, I don't know, I've been messing around with World Trucks lately, just looking at the website there, seeing what they've got, seeing, what possibilities there are for the future, actually, which I'm kind of curious about in terms of like American Truck Simulator and then World of Trucks, because like theoretically, what they should be able to do is they should be able to. Oh, we need to go in this. No, we're going straight. What they should be able to do is port your file over to American Truck Sim, because they all upload it to the really, come on, they all upload it into onto the web anyway, so it should be relatively easy. Okay, fine, we can go back to that lane. It should be relatively easy just to bring it over to American Truck Simulator, or you can even combine the two, actually, which might be kind of interesting. So, like, you can say, okay, here's how many jobs you've done in America, here's how many jobs you've done in Europe, and go from there, basically. So I think that is going to be pretty nifty once we see stuff like that. And eventually, maybe what we'll see is like what would it be? Not intercontinental, international. Nah, but it wouldn't make sense to do a trip from California to Europe. It would be kind of cool, like if you had like American Truck Simulator and Euro Truck Simulator, and you can drive between the two. That'd be kind of neat. But I don't think that's easily done. Alright, here's our exit. Let's get in the right lane here. Make sure we make this turn nice and smooth. But I don't know. I think one of these external contracts, and one of the cool features is that they just port you to where you need to be, which is nice. None of that nonsense of, oh, that's it. We're already on the lane we need to be on. Okay. That was easier than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a lot more like, off-ramp style, but apparently not. Okay, I can live with that. Yeah, I just like the idea that they just port you to where you need to be. And it seems like, from what I saw, I was going through the different jobs on World of Trucks before I fired this up, and it looks like they take the World of Truck. They take the job market, and they base it on where your last job was too. So this job's going to Stuttgart. So if I were to look on the job market after this, a lot of jobs should start in Stuttgart and go somewhere else. Because that's what happened before. I don't know if it's the case. I'll have to double check that, but we'll see. I think that's the way it works. I'm not sure though. So I think it's really cool that they even have that possibility. So. Alright, only got an hour left, 60 kilometers left. In real life that would be like half an hour plus, 45 minutes probably. And interestingly enough, I've mentioned this before and I'll mention it again, the way they set up the external contracts is they limit your speed to 90 kph. You can't go any faster than that, because you're doing an external contract, because they want to make it an even playing field, basically. So I had my foot down there and I was like, oh, I'm not speeding. I'm like, that's good. Well, technically I'm still speeding, but not by a significant margin. And I just forgot about that for a second. Let's go on the inside lane here, because we're going to be merging, apparently. And I don't know what the other lanes look like. Eee. Man, if you were on the shoulder that much, in a truck, that would freak people out. A lot. In real life, of course. Excuse me. So, yeah. I don't know, I'm excited for American Truck Sim. People have asked me more than once, are you going to get it? Definitely going to get it. Considering I drive a Peterbilt like 99% of the time in this game, you better believe I'm going to get American Truck Sim. One of the things I hope for is that they have. We're not going to Stuttgart. We're not to that location, at least. They do have Peterbilts in the new game, which is awesome. But they are new Peterbilts. Although I hope they have old ones, like this style. Or older styled ones. Apparently, this is our exit here. Apparently, they have the newer ones, but I'm not sure if they have the old ones, actually. We're just off ramp. This should be fine. Don't need to speed a little bit. Let's put the retarder on a little bit, just so we don't do anything crazy. There we go. Perfect. What was I going to say? It was about Peterbilts. Yes, that's what it was. Lost my train of thought, obviously. So Peterbilts, I think it was 379s. I think it was 379s are still in productions. I think it's 379 to 388, 389, somewhere in there. Have I not been to Stuttgart? Oh, I totally have. Don't know why the game thinks I haven't. Alright, let's change that view to make my life easier here. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure if they're gonna have this style of Peterbilt in the game. I don't think they will, honestly, because this is like an older style, but I'm hoping for it. If I have to choose between a new style Peterbilt and an old style Peterbilt, it's gonna be an old style, but now is that bus gonna wait for us? Apparently, yes. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it. Now let's see if I can do this without making a fool. All you can hear is the steer. Well, I can hear the steer. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not. I'm sure you can. I apologize. Now, straighten this guy out. And stick it in reverse. And we'll do this. Some people call this the cheaty view. As long as I make slow movements, apparently. That is the key for me, at least. And for most people backing up, I think. I still screwed it up, I can tell already. I didn't go over far enough. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. Well, maybe not. Not too bad. Parking brake on. I do love these. See these round lights down here? Those are the Peterbilt 351 lights. Alright, let's detach the trailer. Actually, let's take a quick screenshot. Is that going to look weird with a screenshot? Probably. Yep. We'll forego the screenshot then. Okay. Let's disconnect the trailer. Synchronizing. Success. So I've completed 5 World of Trucks jobs so far. That's not bad. Not bad for me, at least. Maybe not for other people, but for me, 474 kilometers without any incidents. It's not bad. Not bad at all. Alright, folks, that'll be it for me for today. Been another episode of Euro Truck Simulator 2, checking out the external contracts once again. And if you enjoyed yourself, because I know I did, if you enjoyed yourself, why don't you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. My name's Iain Robson. I'll catch you guys later.